This is instructions on how to do the QuickBooks assignment. So the first thing is to go to Moodle and print out the assignment. This will give you the instructions, and this video as well will help you to do the assignment. So open a browser and go to quickbooks.com, and you should see this screen. You want to then go to free trial. And it's important that you click here, free trial. If you don't, then it will assume you want to buy now. Let's go to the plus column, the far right, and click on try it free. And then you'll need to sign in. So you should see this screen here, and now just hit plus buy now. You don't need to worry about doing it with payroll, and actually you want to hit continue with trial, not buy now. And QuickBooks is making your company. May take a moment. Okay, so now what is your business called? So here, following the instructions, you want to do it, Todd's Physician Office, or you don't want to use Todd's Physician's Office. You want to use your name. Okay, physician group, whatever you want to call it. How long have you been in business? Let's say 1 to 2 years. And hit next. Okay, here we want to organize expenses. We want to track sales. And we want to track bills. That's what we're going to select here. All set. So now our company is created and we can do our transactions. You can see here we haven't done anything, so everything is 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this by doing journal entries. We need to put our beginning balances in, and we're going to do that through the journal entry. So here you click on the plus sign that's up here and click on journal entry. So we need to first change the date. So we're going to do this as of January 1st. And so your opening balances, you can see on the assignment, you have cash, accounts receivable, inventory, PP&E, and so forth. So I'm just going to walk you through some of these. So we want to add cash. So when you do anything like that, another screen pops up. This is a bank. This isn't cash on hand. It's our checking account. And we're going to hit save and close. Now we need to put our balance. So let's say our balance here is $10,000. Okay, we'll go to our next account. Let's say it's accounts receivable. Doesn't come up, so you hit add. This is not a bank. This is accounts receivable. And we hit that. So let's say our balance in accounts receivable is $7,500. It's very important now. It wants to know who is this due from. So you can just put anything you want in here and hit add, and you have to make sure that you say this is a customer and save. Let's see if we do inventory. Let's say it's 1,000. See, that was in there, so we didn't have to do anything here. And then let's say we had equipment. Add equipment. This is under other assets. And let's say we have 25,000 here. And let's say we had accumulated depreciation. Save and close, and let's say that that is 5,000. Okay, so then you would do your liabilities. Let's just say we have accounts payable. Okay, and let's just say that that's 5,000. And then we're going to have our paid in capital, which we know is an equity account. Here's paid in, this could be paid in capital or surplus, or it could be owner's equity. And hit that. And let's just assume that that's 20,000. And then we'd have retained earnings, equity, and see QuickBooks follows that right like that. So I did forget one thing under accounts payable. It wants to know who is it due to. So you can make up something here. I can't add the same thing as above because it will think that it's the same thing and it won't take it probably. Okay, so here we want to just hit save. And something's not quite right. When you use accounts payable, you must choose a vendor in the name. Okay, I thought I did that, but let's see. So I did customer. That's a good example. So here we have Regis 3, and we have to click here, and this is a vendor. So that's important. That needs to be changed to vendor, or you won't be able to save it. Okay, so we've saved that. Now let me just show you here, right? Our income, profit and loss is the same because we haven't had any transactions, but here we could see our balance sheet by going here to balance sheet, and here you can see assets, right? Total assets 38.5, total liabilities and equity 38.5. A little bit easier than how we've been doing it in class, right? Okay, so then we're going to do some transactions. So anytime we're doing a transaction, we're going to do that through a journal entry, right? So we've got to go back up here and do our journal entries. So let's say for this one, we're going to purchase some supplies from Staples, right? So we're going to hit office supplies, and let's say we did $200, right? And how are we going to pay for that? We're paying for that with cash from our checking account and $200. So we can do save. Now we want to do another journal entry. What we have to do is X out. Oops, nope. I want to save. Okay, and do save and new to do another journal entry. So unless you want to do them all together, which may be confusing, I would recommend you do them separately. So let's have some revenue. So let's say we had we saw a patient and they paid us cash, so we would debit cash. Cash, we want to use the same account, and let's say our cash was $500, and so we have here revenue, and the category type here is an income account, and so here service or fee income really is what this would be. And so $500. And so let's say we, one more entry we'll do, we paid some salaries. And this is going to be an expense. And let's do a category here, which is going to be payroll. And save. And let's say we paid $750. And we paid that with cash. And save. Okay, so here we have a couple of journal entries. I'm going to X out of that. and I'm going to go back to my reports. So click on reports, and let's see what our profit and loss looks like. So here we have our revenue and our expenses. So we lost $450. So your options here, you can print it or you can export it into a PDF, right? So that may be easiest, and you can save that and post that on Moodle. Now the other report we want to do, right, is our balance sheet. So here, after those transactions, is our assets and our liabilities. And that is really all you need to do for the QuickBooks assignment.